Brace yourselves, Castlevania fans. I've got some good-ass news that's surely gonna put a fucking smile on the face of all the bloodsuckers out there. On the horizon right now, we're going to be seeing an anime adaptation of the Castlevania series. Most specifically, Castlevania 3, Dracula's Curse. Big-ass fucking cast of characters we'll be seeing kicking ass and taking names throughout the entirety of the series. And this is good news. Anybody who's been following the series for a long-ass time, like myself, since the fucking 8-bit juggernaut days, surely this will make you happy as hell. As a matter of fact, this is going to be some horror-infused shit. This is going to be blood-drenched. This is gonna be a macabre gallery of gore, and I can't fucking wait. All the fucking gothic settings, all the fucking monsters and ghouls and hellish incarnations that Dracula himself is just like, go my fucking peons, go and lay waste to them, because I got better shit to do. I'm just gonna chill out my throne room, sit here on my fucking chair and just wait for these asshats to go and show up and try to do something. But we're gonna be seeing that in an anime form, and I'm fucking excited. Now, right now, I seeing this news, I was like, okay, who's going to be behind us? Because that's one of the important things. And it turns out this is actually going to be an Americanized anime, and most people might be like, oh, wait, no, don't be terrible. You're fucking ridiculous and dumb as hell. Take your fucking hollow that goddamn skull and put something worthy in it, some head meat, because that would actually be useful. Now, we're actually going to be seeing some of the folks who have brought us a bunch of the best cartoons that we've seen within the past couple decades. And that means that we're getting people that are tried and true, tested, and still doing shit right now. Frederator, who's... hell, if it wasn't for Frederator right now, we wouldn't have had the cartoons. So the likes of Johnny Bravo, Dexter's Laboratory, Courage Cowardly Dog, Cow and Chicken, a bunch of shit. If it wasn't for that studio, we wouldn't be seeing that. They brought us Adventure Time. They brought us Fairly Odd Parents. Again, just more good-ass series. So they're going to be working on this, and we're talking about something that's adult-oriented. So they finally get to go and spread their wings and do some crazy-ass shit. And it doesn't mean that this is going to look cartoonish, and it's going to look like something that's just meant to be on Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon. It's just that that's a studio where those artists are going to be working at. So I'm excited that we're getting some actual vets who are going to be working on the series. And the dude that's working is Adi Shankar. I'm going to end up brutalizing his name, but I can tell you what he's worked on. Remember that Power Ranger reboot? The real gritty one that was put on YouTube and then got taken down because Saban was like, oh my god, we can't fucking have that. Oh, we're assholes for doing that. Okay, just put it back up because we don't really need all this bad press. He was the one who worked on that. He also did The Grey, Killing Them Softly, a bunch of really good-ass movies. He's the one who's gonna be working behind this. And the dude was all about this shit. And that's one of the things I loved, is that he was so interested, invested, and I'm just like, yes, all this. He kept on saying, this right here is going to be putting shit back to where it needs to be. You know, we're not going to have all the fucking glittery, sparkling fucking vampires and all that shit. No, all those bloodsuckers are more cocksuckers than anything. They're just like, oh my god, look at that phallic member. I bet that's filled with a bunch of blood. That's going to be the best fucking goddamn buffet I've ever had. Wah, 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 wah. So no, we're not gonna have any shit like that. It's not gonna have some terrible fucking script writing like we see in the Twilight series. So we get to have vampires the way that they should be, like in something such as Hellsing Ultimate. Hell, in both series have an Alucard. We have Alucard, who's in Castlevania 3, Dracula's Curse, and Alucard, part of the Hellsing organization, and that makes me happy. Also, Hellsing Ultimate is one of my favorite anime ever. And hell, that's one of the goriest anime around, so, and did my little anime music video of Make Them Suffer. God, I fucking love that so much, but had to pull it off my YouTube channel, because they were like, copyright claim! Like, I don't think Metal Blade cares that much, but sure, fuck it, whatever. But this is good-ass news. I mean, we haven't gotten to see screenshots or anything like that, but, I mean, the fact that we're going to see this happen at all, especially from a series that's that old. And I'm kind of shocked that they decided to go with Castlevania 3 Dracula's Curse. Because of all the different installments, why not one of the newer ones? Which I'm glad it's not one of the newer ones. But you would think that's what they would go and focus on. So there had to have been a reason. Maybe it was the lore behind it. You know, the fucking church is all freaking out and shit. And it was like, okay, well, I guess we have to go and call upon the Belmonts because we're too incompetent to get this shit done ourselves. So they call upon the Belmonts who have unearthly, inhuman powers. So please take care of Dracula, or all of Europe is going to be plunged into fucking everlasting darkness because of Dracula. No. And yes, I said Dracula on purpose, fucking goons. But this, stoked for. Again, excited because 1, I like anime a lot. 2, I like Castlevania a lot. 3, I really like over-the-top violent anime. So I'm just like, yeah, all this shit. And Castlevania should be like that. I mean, there are so many unsettling things within the Castlevania universe. Whenever it gets adapted to an anime, I mean, of course you want to see it like that. You don't want this to be some shit like with Simon whenever he was running around in those fucking Nintendo cartoons, because that shit wasn't the best representation of it, frankly, and we all fucking know that. Granted, I love those old school cartoons. It's just, come on, it's not the same. Come on. But legitimately, I liked the cartoons a whole bunch, and I liked the series a whole bunch, and all the other fucking crap, but I want to see something that's mature, that's really going to uphold the series and what made it so special to begin with. That's what I want to see, and we are going to see that. I want to see Sifu go and run around and cast spells and shit. You know, I want to see Alucard go and do his thing just like his fucking daddy. You know, I want to see Grant go and climbing all over the wall and doing some fucking piratey things. You know, I want to see Trevor Belmont going and whip it good, and just taking down all sorts of fucking monsters left and right because he's got the vampire killer. Who the fuck's gonna mess with a Belmont when they have a vampire killer? Nobody. Fucking nobody. So, exciting news? Yeah. Maybe you don't give a shit about Castlevania. Maybe you don't give a fuck about anime. Maybe you think this will just be filled with absolute fucking stupid bullshit. I have no fucking clue. But luckily Konami's not working on it, because if they were, it'd be a pachinko machine. So it doesn't even fucking matter. But at least they're licensing this shit out and doing something good with it. Now if only we could get a proper Castlevania game, which we aren't, so let's just look forward to Bloodstained, shall we? Anyway, this is AlphaOmegaSin. As always, nerds, nerdettes, and gamers game the fuck on.